13 May 2024, and today we've got a special feature. I'm joined by the ZIFA president. How are you, General?
I am well, Gambakwe, and how are you?
Fantastic. And I'm so sorry that we had to delay our shoot yesterday. We know that on Sundays, that's when we have you here. But I delayed it because we wanted to see what was going to happen today to Neville Mustvangwa. Have you seen what has happened to Neville Mustvangwa?
Yes, they've denied him bail, but basically this is the part of the bigger plan. Neville Mustvangwa is just a pawn in a big game. He's a small fish in an ocean that he himself, he don't even understand. This is whereby they want to catch the big fish. The big fish here is Mustvangwa, the father, Chris Mustvangwa. Remember, Chris Mustvangwa arrived in Mozambique in 1975. When he arrived in 1975, Mnangagwa was not there in Mozambique. And Mustvangwa, he played another role in Mozambique, and he fought actually in the liberation struggle, which I acknowledge today. But along the way, Mustvangwa was left out. So according to seniority, Mustvangwa was supposed to be the president right now, but somehow it skipped him because of so many reasons. We all know what's the reasons. And Mustvangwa is very powerful in terms of connections. If we can look at all the investments that are being done in Zimbabwe, the investors that are coming to Zimbabwe, Manize, look at Manize. It's all the efforts of Mustvangwa. So Mustvangwa has grown to be a man of himself. So the only way to keep him in check, to tell him that Mustvangwa, we can destroy your career, we can destroy everything that you have worked for. We will start by holding that Neville Mustvangwa, and you will come on board with whatever that we are planning. Whether you agree or you disagree, you just need to come on board. This is showing power. These cards are being played to show Mustvangwa that come on board, or either you are in or you are out. But when you are out, so many things are going to happen to you, starting by arresting Neville Mustvangwa. Because if you look at it, you deny bail to Neville Mustvangwa as a flight risk. Mustvangwa is a spokesperson of ZANU-PF. His mother is the chairperson of women's affairs. So how can he be a flight risk? If you run away, you can arrest the father, or you can arrest the mother until Neville come back, until we will release your mother or release your father when you come back. So it does not make sense. This is about punishing Chris Mustvangwa. And what you are seeing is politics in play. This is real politics that is in play.
President, I see that what you're saying, but what triggered this? Why now?
Remember, Mustvangwa was fired months ago and come back again and apologizes. And Mustvangwa knows a lot of things. And Mustvangwa, he is the rightful heir of ZANU-PF as we speak. But he is not in a position to attain power, because the people that are in power, they are not going to allow him. With the secrets that he can take down the whole government. So if you have someone like that, would you let him go? Would you let him stay? How are you going to keep him in check? It's a balance sheet, profit and loss account. How would you reduce losses if you have someone who knows your secrets? If he spills these beans, you are going to be in trouble. How do you keep that person in check? This is what's happening now. This is a profit and loss account.
President, let's unpack what you just said. You said Mustvangwa was supposed to be president. What about General Chiwenga? General Chiwenga was senior than Mustvangwa.
You cannot take a soldier and make him a president. Someone who has fought the liberation struggle, someone who has protected the people, someone who has been trained to kill, a professionally trained killing machine, and make it a president. That's an unprecedented circumstance, and that's an unprecedented move that will destroy the country. You do not want professional trained machines to be the leader to the people. They will always rule with an iron fist. So you can't have General Chiwenga. As much as we respect the men, as much as we love the men, but he can't be president of Zimbabwe. As much as he has freed some of the people from the reigns of Robert Mugabe, but he can't be the president, because what he knows is to protect and serve, and what he knows is to fight the war, not to lead the people. We need someone who resonates with the people, someone who understands the people, someone who can be with the people, not an enemy of the people, someone who still have a heart and a soul, the human thing, that the heart to feel for other people, not someone, if someone closes his eyes, it's 2 minutes to kill you. We don't want someone to be a president who's like that. We want a civilian, someone who has never fought a war, someone who understands the people, to lead the people. Yes, we understand that the soldiers are important.
Yes, President. I want to hold you there. You said Mustvangwa is the most powerful person, and he was supposed to be by right the president. What happened? Why didn't he become the president? Mustvangwa was in Zimbabwe when Mnangagwa was in South Africa. Why didn't they select him as the president?
Politics is, when they say politics, it's a game of chess and a game of we might say crazy. If in a game of relationships, trust me, Gambagwe, people who you trust and people who you put in your circle are the same people who can either lift you up or put you down. So what happens to Mustvangwa? He kept himself to the wrong people. He did not align himself to the people that can put him in power. And as of now, also, the people that he is aligning himself with, they will not ascend him to power. They will only ascend him to business and money, but not to power. That's very important in politics. Yes, money is needed in politics, but the people are the ones that ascend you to power. And Mustvangwa did not calculate that move. You need the people. You need the people within the system. We need the people that are not in the system to ascend you to power. And Mustvangwa did not calculate that move. And that move, actually, he's only realizing it now, that he needed the people in the system, and he needed people that are out of the system for him to ascend to power. Money is not enough. So him himself.
Who are these people?
I'm not at liberty to say who are these people. When you hear about third force, yes, it's there, but I'm not at liberty to say. What I can say for now is yes, there is so many things that are happening. This is politics as play. They denied bail to Neville Mustvangwa as a way to keep Mustvangwa on check, to bring him on board. And Mustvangwa, if he keeps on talking, he might lose a lot of things. Because you can't.
What about? Yeah. What about Mnangagwa? Is Mnangagwa powerful at the moment? Why can't you stop this?
Remember, Mnangagwa, he has a state machinery behind him. He is forcing everyone, and he forces everything to work in his favor. So the power of Mnangagwa, it's 50-50. We can say 50-50, because some people, they still listen to him. Some people, they don't want him. But trust me, all the lower rank soldiers, they don't have faith in Mnangagwa. They don't trust him. They don't listen to him, even though they follow orders, because their job is to follow orders. But he is not that powerful man at the moment, because nobody trusts him with whatever decision that he can make. That much I can assure you. However, he is still the chief commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. So,
but you're saying there's someone more powerful than Mnangagwa right now?
Yes, there are people that are more powerful than Mnangagwa, but the only thing is Mnangagwa is the head of the state. He has the authority of being the chief commander of the defense forces, which means he's got state artillery with him. He's got all the passcodes that can destroy anything, which means we can say, yes, 50-50. He has the power, and he can make someone disappear, and he can make someone live his life. He can give life, he can take life, which means he is the hand of God. As the chief commander, he is the hand of God, which is a difficult position to be in. And we do not want someone like Mnangagwa or Chiwenga in position of being the hand of God, because they don't have conscience.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. What is going to happen next? in your own prediction?
What is going to happen next? We are going to see unforeseen events that are going to happen. As of us, speaking in terms of Zephyr, we have a lot of things that are happening. The summit is not supposed to happen. I can tell the Zimbabwean people that if they allow the summit that is going to happen in August, Zimbabwe is doomed forever, and Zimbabwe is doomed for the next 50 years to put it back in the right tracks. We need to stop the summit. We need to sign the petition, and that petition is going to give us the rights to appeal to the human rights courts, International Criminal Court. It's going to give us the power to appeal this case to SADC. Why they come and why they send their emissaries the elections, previous elections, and they give the irregularities and they don't do follow-ups. So Zimbabwean people need to be careful from now who to follow, why they are following that person, because we are in the dangerous times now. As Mnangagwa is a sitting duck, this is his last term, and he don't want to leave power, and there are so many squabbles in ZANU-PF. The only thing that we can do now is to protect the people, and the people, they need to understand that they do not have to sit back and relax and let all these things that are unfolding happen. The summit is not supposed to happen. The SADC summit is not supposed to happen. If they cannot protect our sovereignty, why do we need them in our country? Why do we need them? We need them in Zimbabwe. We don't want SADC if they are not coming to resolve our issues as Zimbabwean people. Whatever that is happening in ZANU-PF, it's just cats and mouse dogs for who can attain power. Mnangagwa don't want to relinquish power, and that is going to be a big problem in ZANU-PF. And it's none of our business also. But our business is the Zimbabwean people and the Zimbabwean country as a country. We don't want these investors. We want people to have their own businesses and own their own businesses and own land and do farming on their own. The government is supposed to give people money to do farming. The government is supposed to be the investor. They're supposed to invest in people. They're supposed to do proper homework in handing out rights of mining in proper channels and set up these boards that can give Zimbabwean people the right to own a mine and do mining, and this gold should be sent to the Zimbabwean Fidelity. And the government is the only investor that can empower the black people, the Zimbabwean black people. We as blacks, we're only talking about investors that are coming from outside. We don't want them. We want to be our own investor. Our government should be the investor. That's what we want. And if we allow this summit to happen, Zimbabwe is doomed for the next 50 years. And that's what we do. We don't want we don't want to reach that point. So Neville Mutsvangwa being arrested or not being arrested or not being given bail, Zimbabwean people should not focus on that, because that's a pony in a bigger scam. The scheme of retaining power, of Mnangagwa retaining power. So okay. What we can do now is stop the summit. As Zimbabwean people, we should stop that summit. We don't want SADC if they are not solving our political issues. We have a political turmoil. We have a political tug of war as we speak. And ZANU-PF is trying by all means to destroy anyone who wants to remove them from power. If the power is threatened, ZANU-PF is awake. If the power is not threatened, ZANU-PF is fighting on their own. So now the power is not threatened. So what are they doing? They fight on their own. If the power is threatened, that machinery comes back together and fight the people. Look at what happened in our previous election. The machinery came together and fought the people. They were delaying tactics. There were so many things. There was fuzz. There were so many things all working in favor of ZANU-PF. Even our police was fighting the people to retain power to ZANU-PF. So the people, it is time now to tell Mnangagwa and his minions, the likes of Mutangwa and General Juwenga, that people are tired. We don't want this drama, this cats and mouse drama. We are tired of this. What is it going to bring us? What are we going to benefit from that? Zero. We are going to suffer more. You can arrest Neville Mustvangwa for using Starlink, but as Zimbabwean people, is Econet giving us the coverage? No. Is that giving a fair coverage? No. So why are you even arresting people for using Starlink? They should allow people to use Starlink if it's the fastest network. If it can give people access to the internet, it is the right of the people to have the right to social media. It's the right of the people to have internet, to connect. It's the right of the people. Some people, they work in United States, United Kingdom, the nurses in United Kingdom that they borrowed to United Kingdom, all over the world, they are Zimbabweans. How do they speak to their families? They use internet. So people deserve to have that internet. So if Neville Mustvangwa is using Starlink, why are you arresting him for using a Starlink? Yes, I cannot defend him for other allegations that are there. But what I can say is, do not fool us, ZANU-PF. Yes, you can fight with Mustvangwa to retain your power, but do not fool us, Zimbabwean people. The summit is not supposed to happen, and you cannot put us in a position whereby we have to accept and feel pity for you for your squabbles in ZANU-PF. No.
Right. Thank you very much, President, and I really appreciate you joining today at such short notice. Is there anything else you want to say before we close?
I will say, for now, I want to introduce our slogan, Zefa Moto, Ufumi Kuvanu, Zefa Moto, Simba Kuvanu, Zefa Moto, Ufumi Kuvanu, Amandla, Awetu, Trikudzosera Simba Kuvanu. The people are the bosses of the country. Simba ngariende kuvanu, Ufumi ngauende kuvanu, to the people of Zimbabwe. We have our right to live in Zimbabwe. We have it is our right to make money in Zimbabwe. It is our right to demand the government to be the so-called investor, investing in people. So Simba ngariende kuvanu, and Mnangagwa, he should listen to the people. If they want fresh elections, if he has confidence in himself, let him give the people the fresh elections that they demand. If the people demand fresh elections, Mnangagwa, give them the fresh elections. If the people demand a transitional government, give them the transitional government, because the people are the bosses. Therefore, we are sending back the power to the people. That's what the struggle was about. The liberation struggle was about returning the power to the people. It was about returning the wealth to the Zimbabwean people. So Mnangagwa, he should listen to the people. If he has confidence in himself, give the people the fresh elections they want. Give the people the transitional government they want. That's all I can say for now.
Right. Thank you very much, President, and I really appreciate you joining. I'll see you again on Sunday, and we'll be observing. And if anything dramatic happens, I'll give you a shout to come back and see us again. Thank you very much, and a good night to everyone.